Hey, Reviews and Done. Who's giving you a dose this week?
All right, so for your song, Saving Grace, I'm a big soundtrack fan.
Really?
And one of the things I've always liked about soundtrack was when an artist says they usually get to see something first, and that's how they write the song. So when
Mm-hmm.
writing this song, did you actually see clips, or did you just kind of go with the flow based on the narrative of what the show was going to be about?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what? This is a funny story. It's the first song that I actually did not write and I just sang. I can't take too much credit when I tell you Pink Beard is just a gifted vocalist and writer, and he just put his whole Alabama foot in the song, and I took my Mississippi sauce and just we put that thing together, and just it just all came together very well. But no pun intended, I marvel at how the lyrics to me really tell the story of Bill Riley and how he really just felt you know kind of like he was in this dark space. You meet somebody and they just kind of light up your life. And so I think it tells a story um, of the spider so well.
Very cool. So I know that you grew up in the church somewhat myself. So what's the longest time you ever spent in the church singing in the choir on one day?
I don't have no long. I don't know why. I guess because my mama wasn't staying there too long either. But I grew up in a very small church. I mean, maybe 25 of us, and 10 of them was cousins. And so we was it was a 45-minute drive. So we didn't have too much overnights. But we've done a full day. We've done probably the longest, probably been like 6 hours. That's when you have church, Sunday school, church service. You break for the little food, some food, and then you come back for like the children's program. They all end up mingling after. So probably my longest bid was probably a proper 9 to 5. Probably 8 to 5 because Sunday schools are a little early.
Yeah, I'm glad the days are over. So one of your earliest works was you had a chance to work with Kanye, Paul McCartney, and
and
Rihanna. So when you worked with Mr. West, was he
mhm.
actually in the studio, or did you guys kind of do that separately?
He was very hands-on. He was there.
Shout out to Kanye. We're not gonna go too too deep into Mr. Wet, too deep into Mr. West. But yeah, only one. I'm a father, so when that
Yeah.
song dropped, I think my son was maybe 2014. Yeah, so he was 6, and now he just
Oh,
graduated high school.
high
So yeah,
school.
that song
Yeah.
really hit for me when he was being a
Oh,
father and really getting to Kanye's
yes.
genius.
Yeah, that was special to me. I tell people all the time, hey, Mama was such a gift of song to me. And I think it's very rare that you get to write something and give back to an artist that wrote something that really kind of spoke to your soul. And so it holds a special place in my heart because I feel like I was able to at least offer something back to him at that time.
And I also understand that you're a jazz fan, and myself being a biopic fan.
Mm.
Is there anybody you would love to play on screen that we haven't seen on screen yet?
Mm. Dang, I think Lettuce is doing it. Dinah Washington. I think she's doing Dinah.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I've had to think about it. Leontyne Price, even though that's not jazz, we're more into opera, but she's from Mississippi. It would be cool to see a biopic of her. I think people don't speak about her enough. I know that's technically not jazz, but I just think she deserves more visibility. And I would have to play a Mississippi or some type of you know, Southern artist. That's a good question. I gotta think about that. I gotta think about it. Yeah, but I would say Lil Tina. Even if it's not me, I just think we need to see more of her story.
All right. So before I let you go, as I often do with producers, songwriters, singers, the whole nine, I got to hit you with a zinger. Tough question.
Okay.
Ultimate question usually. So
Yeah.
between two of the 80s staples of albums, you rocking with Purple Rain first, or you rocking with Thriller? Now, I'm gonna tell you my answer. My answer is Thriller
Yeah.
is lesser than Purple Rain because of The Girl Is Mine. So what's your answer?
Mm. I'm just I gotta say thrillers. Yeah, and it might be a subconscious thing because everybody's been inundated with Michael because of the movie. But I would say Thriller too, man. I mean, it's just I like a lot of Prince's songs too. That's a really tough question, and then I think it's just a lose that you even have to choose. So I plead the fifth, really and truly. But that's a
No, I
tough one,
always
man.
they're both classic albums, but I just think cohesively from start to finish,
Yeah,
I think that Purple Rain is the better album because
yeah,
I've always felt that The Girl Is Mine, where it's on the album, it throws off the flow because right after Baby Be Mine, I think it's right before Thriller, so it just doesn't fit on the album. And some of the outtakes are a whole lot better than The Girl Is Mine. That's a long-winded conversation.
he
All
said,
right,
"Look,
ma'am. I'm gonna take the time out of business to go chop it up, man. I know you're extremely busy, but before you go, drop those social media follows for me where fans can find you.
hey, listen, honey, please go follow me. I would love to meet you at Sing Kirby, Sing everywhere, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, not on Snapchat, but everywhere else. I'm there. Go follow me. Let's have some fun.
All right, thank you again. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
You're rocking with the best. It's Reviews and Done.